OFM Sport.
No, absolutely not. We obviously yesterday there was a bit of cloud, so we knew the ball's gonna move a bit. And then this morning when we saw the sun was out, we were actually thinking not the opposite, but we thought the movement's gonna be a lot less. But yeah, when we bowled, I think we bowled really well in terms of our intensity and what the energy on the ball, because we realized that the ball was moving nice and quick off the pitch, which is always what we want as bowlers. So we saw that if we put the ball in the right areas, with the ball nipping, um, we would always be in the game. Yeah, mentally I feel a lot more refreshed, which is nice. Feels like, yeah, similar to the physical. Feels like I can go a lot. I can go for longer periods of time, and concentrate at a higher level, which is what you ultimately want as a cricket player, especially in Test cricket. But yeah, mentally feel like I'm in a good space, and I'm enjoying it a lot at the moment.
Would you like to take the
I
next
think
one?
we all assessed that the fuller ball, or the ball that hits the stumps 3/4 up and lower, was easier to play, even though the ball was nipping. Whereas when you bowl a length that hits the top of the stumps or higher, the ball has a longer time to move. So I think after the first 5 wickets in our first innings, we saw that particular length or area was a good length. And then it's just a case of making the batters play. Because I think if the batters leave well, on length and in line, then it doesn't particularly matter where you bowl. But if you can try and make them play as much as possible, then you're always in the game. Gerald actually asked me what's the bookie's name. And I said, there's no chance. But no, it's actually funny because at some stage I looked up and the only runs I conceded were no balls, which is also quite funny. But no, the wind, I don't know. It's not the wind's fault, but it was quite difficult. Because like for me, I changed my run up before coming back. I made it a bit shorter, but with the white ball series against India, everything was fine. So today was just one of those days where I think I either ran in too quickly, or I didn't start on my mark every time consistently. So I think that was just the case. But every time because from the third over onwards, I tried to make a conscious effort to be like a foot behind my mark, and then every time I did that, I was either half and half or a bit behind. So um, that's just one thing I realized today. But I mean, it was just one of those days, I guess. I think when we know that they can play a positive brand of cricket, um, but yeah, for us it was really important to get 2 or 3 wickets as quickly as possible, and then from there just assess and see what they're going to try and do. Um, because we know they can do both. They can bat either for long periods of time and tire you out, or they can try and take the game forward. But yeah, like I said, when the ball was nipping around, we just focused on what we wanted to do, and that's just try and put the ball in the right area. And then if the ball seams and nips, then you're always in the game. Yeah, we were eyeing, or not eyeing. Me personally, I was thinking we were gonna get bowled out around 120, 130-ish. And then his innings obviously propelled us to or helped us to propel it to 190. But yeah, his knock was crucial, especially with the ball seaming around, nipping around. Um, it might not be 100, but the value of that 70 might as well count as 100. It definitely helped and propelled us. The groundsman said the wicket was going to have a bit of pace, and consistent bounce. We thought, seeing the grass yesterday, that we were thinking that the new ball was gonna have an effect, and then spin might come into the game quicker. But by the looks of it, I think if you can strike with the new ball, and make it count, I don't think there's going to be a lot of overs of spin. Yeah, the ball is turning though, because I saw their spin bowlers are also getting some purchase. So I wouldn't be surprised if Tema brings up Kesh and sees what happens.